Welcome to our next EPCwin tutorial. This time I would like to show you how to digitize and produce a design which is actually too big for your machine. This could be a flag or a tablecloth, curtains, etc. Fortunately, the EPCwin and the CSK machines can do head selections. That means I can split a design in parts and I'm able to control the heads on the machine while I am digitizing. As an example, I will show you a tablecloth which does have a length of 2000 mm and a width of 500 mm. Before I start, I need to know the head distance from the machine which I want to use for the production. You will find an insignia or sticker on every ZSK machine. It shows you the head distance. In my case, I will use a 4-head machine with a head distance of 495 mm. I have to start the EPC from the desktop and I have to load my image. And in this case, I will use the button called Create Design Using Image. Here I can see already my design. I will select it. And now I have to give in the dimension, actually the measurement. In this case I will go to the left side on the edge and will go over straight to the right side and will tell him how big this design will be. I know it will have 2000 mm, which is in my case 200 centimeter, and confirm. I have to open the design head. In the design head, I have to tell the system I would like to create the design with head selection. In this case, I have to give here on repeated a tick, and the machine list will appear. Here I can see all ZSK machines, and I will choose my particular machine, which is a 4-head machine with 495 mm head distance. After that, I can confirm the design head. And I will go to my help tools. Help tools we will also find in the main menu. In the help tools, I do have several possibilities, like help lines, ruler, or on F6 I do have grid. In the grid function, I have the possibility to give a width and a height for the grid, but you see in my case it's already done because it took over the repeated head distance from the design head. What I want to see also is the number view. This is much more easy for me to see where head number 1 and head number 2, etc. is. I confirm the window with OK. The grid will appear and you see now 2 yellow lines. These 2 yellow lines is basically head number 1. I will move it now to the particular position, in this case to the right side, and to confirm and set it, simply press the left mouse key. The grid is set. Now I have to leave the toolbar and press escape. We can see very well the edges of each head. On the right side we see head number 1, and I can see what head number 1 can do for me in the design. Head number 2 and 3 fortunately have the same part in the design and can work at the same time. Head number 4 will do then the rest. Before we start the design, we have to create our head selections. The head selections can be done in the parameter settings in the main menu. In the parameter settings we will find a function called head selection. The head selection is split in 2 columns. One is the system column and the other one is the design column. The system column shows me always all existing head selections, which I can use then for the designs. In the design column, I can see the used head selections in the particular design. But in my case, I have now to create new one. In this case, I press the button New, and a new window will appear. It will save it on the head selection number 4. I will describe it a bit, call it now a 4-head head selection, and only head number 1 is working. This is only the information for me. On the right side we see without head limitation. Well, this is not correct. I have only 4 heads. That's why I switch off the tick and tell him I do have only 4 heads. On the bottom you see now a lot of different buttons. These buttons are actually the heads. If you select one, means the head is switched on. If you switch off, the head is off. So you can make different possibilities, as you can see, to create a design. Depends of course how big your machine is or how many heads it has. As I said, I need only head number 1, and in this case my head selection is already done. I will go to the button New Head Selection, and the second line will be activated. Also here I will describe it as a 4-head, but in this time head number 2 and 3 are working. Also here I will tell him I do not have, without head limitation, I have only 4 heads. And now I switch on 2 and 3. The last one is head number 4. I press again the button New Head Selection, give in a name, again 4-head, and it's head number 4 only. No head limitation, we have 4 heads. Switch on head number 4, and that's it. We confirm with OK, and please do not forget to save the whole head selections with a button Save. Close the window, and now we are able to start punching. To do so, I have to select the button P for punching or digitizing. I will zoom up the particular part where I want to start, and I recommend to start always there where head number 1 is placed. In this case I will start with the satin stitch border with a white one in here. But before I select or set a stitch, please have a look on the right side on the bar. You see a lot of green dots. The green dots means all heads are switched on at the moment. In my case I am not able to use this situation. I have to switch off all of them except one. In this case I will set a stitch, but I will do a jump stitch. A jump stitch means the needle will not hit the fabric. I did it. To do so you have to press the Control key as well as the left mouse key. Now I am able to press F12 Special Function. In Special Function we do have Head Selection. I select Head Selection and will use now my created head selection number 4, which means only head number 1. I select it and I will confirm. A question will come, do you need a repeat jump? The repeat jump please confirm, because I will explain it a bit later. If you have a look now on the right side, you will see that only one green dot is left over, and that means only head number 1 is working. Now I'm able to set my stitches and create the satin stitch border. The satin stitch border for head number 1 is now done. We have to create now the border for head number 2 as well as for head number 3. But before I start it, I will go to the view function and I will do the brightness a little bit more darker, so we do have a better overview what I'm doing actually. I will use again the special function F12 and choose the function called head selection. Select it and choose from the list now head number 2 as well as head number 3 and confirm. The repeat jump is coming again and shows me now he wants to go -1. As I told you, I will explain this a little bit later what it means. Simply we confirm. Basically I can tell you that the repeat jump is to 99% always correct. I have to set a manual stitch. Basically this is the position where head number 2 has to go through. This is the idea. After I have set the stitch, I will use now again my set in stitch program and will follow my outline contour until I reach the end of head number 2. Well, my second set in stitch border for head number 2 and 3 is almost done. I will give in my last stitch directions, confirm it and make a calculation. Let us have a look to the edge of head number 2 and 3. So, as you can see, head number 3 is at the moment not visible. To see the stitches from head number 3 as well, I have to switch on the repeat view. The repeat view we will find in the function view. Here it is. The repeat view allows me to see actually all neighbors, basically all heads. In this case, what I don't need is the right repeat. I have only 4 heads, and I will tell him show me the full repeat of the machine, but not in original color, as we call it a repeat color. This repeat color is at the moment green. I will switch off now the image view and switch off the image, confirm it, and you see now the green color. This is head number 3. I will zoom down that you see better what is happening. Everything what is in white is what I digitized. The green part is that part which the machine will do automatically. Since I am using the head selection for head number 2 and 3, I can simply copy the object here on the top to use it on the bottom. What I have to do in this case is I will go to the block function, take here the object part and select my object. I confirm. Now I will give it trim, special function, trim, and will go to the particular position where I want to place it. I zoom that a bit up, set my manual stitch over here just to make sure it is almost close by. With Ctrl V I can call up the object. As you can see, it is upside down, so I have to mirror it. In this case I use F7. My object is now correct and I place it there where it should be. If this is done, simply confirm and the object is also done for the bottom. The next step what we have to do is to create the border for head number 4. In this case I will zoom down that we see the design. I will scroll now to head number 4. Here we are. I have to open once again the special functions. I will go and choose head selections and I will take now then the head selection for head number 4 only. By the way, you can see here in the design column that we have used already 2 functions. One is for head number 1 only and the other one is for head number 2 and 3. Well, I will take now head number 4. I will confirm. Again, the repeat jump will come. It tells me to use -2. Well, I will take now another one. I will tell him I would like to have -1. Let's check what will happen. I confirm and I set again my stitch where I want to start with my object. Since I'm using another repeat jump and not the repeat jump which the system proposes, you will see what will happen if I continue now simply with manual stitches on the screen. As you can see, I got stitches now on the left side and not there where my cursor is, because I have chosen another repeat jump. One repeat jump is basically always exactly 1 head distance. So if you have a negative repeat jump, means the part what you want to digitize will go to the left side exactly 1 head distance. If you use a positive repeat jump, it will go to the right side. So in my case I have done something wrong, as you can see, and I got a displacement. As you can imagine, there is no need to go to the machine because you got for sure a problem. The EPCwin shows you all the time and anytime, wherever you are, if there is a problem or not. And basically, as you can see, we do have definitely a problem. So we are able to edit, of course, all of this function. In case I'll simply use the editor and I will go to the end of the design. We'll now choose the repeat jump, just go to the position where I have to. And here we are using now the function special function edit. Tell him I want to have another repeat jump, and now I will give the right one, which is -2, and confirm. And simply with a refresh you see that my stitches are now correct. Basically they are now in head number 4, as you can see. So let us finish now the design. I will go out of the editor, will go back to the digitizing mode and simply delete the unnecessary stitches here. And I will copy now the right side part of my tablecloth. I scroll to head number 1, will go to the block function, use the object and simply select the object. Confirm it. We will go back to the position where we have been. I zoom up this part which I need and use the paste function. So now you see this satin stitch bar is again on the wrong side, so I have to mirror it once, which I did, and I place it where he has to be as good as I can. If it is done, I confirm. Now you can see that one stitch is wrong because this is from the last part which I showed you before. I take it quickly and put it inside the bar. So the design is now more or less finished, as you can see. Basically the borders are finished. I would like to continue now with my flowers and leaves in the design. In this case I have to switch on the image, which I did. As we can see, a lot of leaves as well as flowers are available in all heads. For instance, this little flower here is in head number 1 as well as in head number 2, 3 and 4. But unfortunately I have forgotten at the beginning of the digitizing to create a head selection with all heads on. But this doesn't matter. Simply you go back to the main menu, open the parameter settings and create a new head selection while you're digitizing. I will give you a name, call it all heads on. Tell him I have only 4 heads and switch them on. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Confirm it with OK and don't forget to save. Close the window and go back to the digitizing mode. Now my particular flower does not have the same color as the border has. I have to change it. That means I need another needle. I open now the special function, tell him I want to have needle number 2, and I open again the special function to switch on all heads. That means I use the function head selection, take now all heads, confirm it, and I got now a repeat jump +3. Also this confirm. Why? Because I am on head number 4 and I have to go back to head number 1, which means 3 jumps. That is correct. I zoom up now the particular flower, which is here, and I can start now with my digitizing. I have finished my flower. The flower does have several colors, as we can see. Basically, I only digitize this flower. Automatically, in the other head, it will be repeated. So let us see what the head selection has done for us. I zoom down so that we have an overview of the total design. I will also switch off the image. Then we can see the flowers quite well. You see, the flowers are automatically repeated in head number 2, 3 and 4. They are at the moment not in the original color. You have the possibility in the view function, in the repeat view, to switch on the original colors. I do it right now, and here we are. If you want to check how the machine works, you can go into our editor, and using the arrow keys you will see what will happen. On the right side we can see that head number 1 is doing his way only. If head number 1 is finished, head number 2 and 3 are doing the same work at the same time. First the top part and then the bottom part. If head number 2 and 3 is finished, head number 4 will start and do the rest of the border. And if head number 4 is finished, I switched on all heads and the flower starts. So you can see now head number 1, 2, 3 and 4 working at the same time. As you can see, we do have always a full control of our designs. I can see exactly what will happen on the machine, which makes the digitizing very easy. If something is displaced or not at the position where it should be, the EPCwin shows me immediately what is wrong. I have finished my design. What we see on the screen are the stitches which I have digitized. I will switch on the repeat view, and now what we see is the total design, and everything what is green will be done on the CSK machines automatically, since I was using the head selection functions. I hope you understand now the benefit of our systems as well as from our machines. Actually, I can digitize designs which are basically too big for my machines, but I'm able to split it with my head selections. We are finished with this tutorial. I hope you liked it, and it would be a pleasure to see you in our next tutorials too. Thank you very much for listening. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.